The last moment, you chose to give up the ball, which means you're no striker at all! I chose to pass rather than taking the shot, and cried when we lost. That version of myself is a memory. I don't need it anymore. I want to win! Now is the time to be reborn!
Yoichi Isagi!
I am a striker!
Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Reggie here. Welcome back to the House of Animation. And for today's video, I want to talk about the anime that without a doubt was the most surprising anime to me for this year. I'm talking about an anime that I wasn't even checking for in the slightest bit. I'm talking about the new sports anime Blue Lock. But before we get into that, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe to this channel if you like this type of content. And without any further ado, let's get into the video. So to start off with this, the reason why this anime is the most surprising anime of the year for me, and that's because I fucking hate soccer and I fucking hate sports anime. So for the fact that there's an anime out that combined both of my hates, there was for sure without a doubt that I wasn't gonna watch this bullshit. Now the reason why I hate sports anime is honestly for a few reasons. Number one, we have real fucking sports. One of the reasons why I watch anime and cartoons is because of the fantasy aspect. I like the idea of being transported into this world where it's different and unique and the laws of nature are different. I like the idea that it takes me out of the world that I know and places me into something different. When you have such interesting and unique worlds like the world of One Piece, the world of Naruto, the world of Avatar, the world of Danny Phantom, a lot of us watch anime and cartoons as a form of escapism to be transported into these worlds. So the idea that there's an anime based off something that I could already watch in this world was kind of stupid to me. Like, you motherfuckers don't have no chakra, no hockey, no spiritual pressure, no spirit energy. Like, why the hell am I watching this bullshit? Like, I'm gonna watch an anime about basketball when I could watch TV and watch LeBron do some amazing shit in real life. Like, have you ever seen Kyrie Irving dribble a basketball? It's like this motherfucker sees the world in slow motion, like he has the Sharingan for real. Now, this is not to say I've never seen sports anime. I remember being younger, the two that I watched was Prince of Tennis and I Shield 21. Now, I remember watching those two anime as a kid and I kind of remember them being alright, so maybe a couple of years ago I decided to rewatch them again just because I wanted to see if they stood the test of time to me. And honestly, I don't know if it's because I've just watched so much anime or because I've played sports in real life, but the themes were redundant, the philosophies were kind of boring. They just reminded me of like a typical Disney sports movie. Friendship and kindness and all of that other garbage. So honestly, I was just never big on sports anime. I even remember in college, I had a roommate who used to watch Slam Dunk. And I remember him watching Slam Dunk and telling me to try it out and then looking over and seeing some of the animation. And honestly, it just wasn't interesting to me. And I know Slam Dunk is like a legendary sports anime and one of the first legendary sports anime. But because it came out at such an older time and I'm just so used to great animation nowadays, it's just something that wasn't interesting to me. I wasn't interested in watching some old animation footage. So then fast forward and then I hear about this new anime coming out called Blue Lock, which combined both of my hates, which is soccer and sports anime. And one of the reasons why I hate soccer is just because maybe it's some typical American shit, but I just think soccer is boring, B. Like, growing up, I played basketball and football, and by far they're the most entertaining and fun sports to me. I even remember in college teasing some of my international friends who loved soccer and just kept calling it soccer. To really piss them off, I would just call that shit kickball. And to be honest, that's low-key disrespectful to kickball because kickball is actually way more fun than soccer. But y'all get the point. I just don't fucking care about soccer. So the way I found Blue Lock was I was scrolling through Instagram looking at some of the anime pages I followed, and I saw a couple of clips from Blue Lock. And even Jeff knows this. He knows how to get me with some shit. If I see an anime with some fire animation, I'm gonna give it a shot. Now, I'm not saying Blue Lock animation is on some Demon Slayer level. Like, Tanjiro, please, I'm definitely not saying that. It's not even close to Demon Slayer. But still, that shit is really good, and it's better than a lot of other anime. So then when I started watching the show, I ain't gonna lie, the character that got me the most interested in here was Ego. This motherfucker is the truth. What interested me about Blue Lock was its premise. The idea of being an athlete, being one of the world's greatest athletes on a professional level, you need to have an ego. Now, mind you, I'm way more familiar with basketball, so I'm gonna relate it to this a little bit more. But yes, even in basketball or in all sports, you need to have an ego. Some of the greatest players in the world have an ego, regardless of how humble they seem. LeBron James, Steph Curry, KD, James Harden, Kyrie Irving, all of these players have egos, and the greatest ones usually have the greatest egos. Like, let's take a minute and hear Ego himself talk about this.
Let me ask you this. What is soccer? Is it about 11 players working together? The bonds that you form? Self-sacrifice? You're either the best there is or you're trash. Got it? Instead of assisting my teammates to win 1-0, it feels better to pull off a hat trick and lose 3-4. Here's one from Eric Cantona. I don't care about my team. I just want to stand out. And from Pele, the world's best forward, midfielder, defender, and goalkeeper. Whichever you ask about, the answer is still me. You can't possibly become the world's best striker unless you're also the world's biggest egoist.
Bruh, say what you will, this man was spitting facts. As an ex-athlete myself, this was kind of lighting a fire under me. Like, anyone who played sports and played it competitively and passionately, we all have that desire, that burning want to be the best. Whether it's sports, whether it's your career, life in general, specific goals, even me when it comes to doing this YouTube, we all want to be the best in certain aspects. And to be the best, that means you have to score more points than your opponent. Then when it came to the very people that these kids idolize, Ego just came out spitting more facts, like, boom, your favorite player said this, boom, your favorite player said that, and it was just like, damn. So Ego for sure made me like this show in the first episode. So beyond Ego, beyond the fire animation, I ain't gonna lie, I like Isagi as a main character. And the reason why I like Isagi is because this is also kind of like a mental chess anime as well. It's a strategy-based game. See, a lot of times when it comes to sports, people who may not understand it always think it's just about skill and ability. But no, it's also a mental chess thing as well. Being able to outsmart your opponent is just as important as being able to outskill them. And as I've said on multiple occasions, I love anime where it's a mental chess game. So watching Isagi go through soccer match after soccer match, and not only using what skills he has, but also using his brain to be able to outthink his opponent, being able to figure out what their moves are going to be and think one step ahead, and constantly evolving and making yourself better. The idea of the picture deconstructing in puzzle pieces and then reconstructing back together when he figures out something, that is an amazing visual, because that is kind of how it feels like. The idea of evolution, the idea of bettering yourself, it is the concept of deconstructing the person you are, deconstructing the person you think you are, and reconstructing yourself in a better form of itself. Those puzzle pieces coming back together is the essence of sports, and honestly the essence of life. Another aspect that I like is also the way that their abilities and skills grow, because a lot of times when it comes to anime, and this is something that I'm not a big fan of, is in desperate occasions people unlock their conqueror's haki, or in desperate occasions they unlock a certain amount of chakra that they never knew that they had, or unleash a certain amount of spiritual pressure. All of these things that happen in desperate situations, while in Blue Lock the power or the skill evolution is a little bit different, because with here it's not unlocking a skill or a power that you never knew that you had. It's using the powers and skills that you do have and combining them or reworking them to be able to create something new, or even putting yourself in the best position so the skills that you do have are even elevated more. Like when Asagi learns how to use his skills of perception to be able to understand everyone's skills and abilities, how fast that they can run, how high they can jump, and being able to use that and then put himself in the best position to be able to score based off knowing what everyone can do, that is amazing. And if I haven't said it enough, above all of that, the animation is fire. So I say all that to say this. When it comes to Blue Lock, the animation, the story, the themes, the characters, all of it is fucking dope. And to be honest, I was dead wrong about sports anime. I thought sports anime was whack. Why would I watch sports anime if I could watch real sports? I would say all of that shit, and I was wrong. And I might jump out the window with this take right here, but I'm not gonna hold you. To me, Blue Lock might be top 10 anime that came out this year. Now, I know we're only halfway in the year. There's a lot of anime that are still going. There's a lot of anime that haven't even come out yet. You still got Demon Slayer. You still got Hell's Paradise, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. There's a bunch of new anime that are going to be coming back. But what I'm going to say is right now, Blue Lock is in top 10 anime that came out this year, and I stand on it. So to all the house fam, if you haven't seen Blue Lock, give it a chance. And honestly, if you're like me, sometimes give some new anime a chance that you never thought that you would like, because you might be surprised. I'm a little bougie when it comes to my anime and cartoons because I like shit that has good animation and has a story that I might be interested in. And to my shock, this has never been something I thought I'd be interested in as sports anime, and especially a soccer sports anime. But we as a community need to open up our eyes and give other shit a chance. So check out Blue Lock and let me know what you think. Comment below and let me know if you think Blue Lock is a good anime, a bad anime. Are you a fan of sports anime, or are you like me and surprised that you even like this shit to begin with? Comment below and let me know. But with that, I got nothing left for this video. So, peace.